Hello everyone, I welcome you all. CL Online E Global. First class of class 11. I hope you all are in safe. We all are presently facing unpredictable conditions. But on other hand we can say by the grace of God we able to learn how to handle this situation and still we are safe. As a class 10 ICSE student, this is the first big exam in your life. In one side, I can say it's very bad luck for you people. Still, few exams you have to appear, and within this situation, you have to start class 11 as well. One side, definitely you people are getting a bad situation, but on other hand I can say you people are blessed enough that you got the opportunity to learn how to handle the tough situations. Believe me, you people are blessed enough. No one will get this opportunity to learn how to handle this type of situation. So let's start with the revision part of ICSE. In ICSE, we all expect full marks in computers, maths, physics, chemistry, whatever science based subject is there. But in computer, the chances is more to get 100 out of 100, because we need to know few important things. Today we'll discuss all the important things which will cover the data type and operators part. Few unknown facts we have to discuss right now. This is a question: if A equal to 3, B equal to 5, C equal to 10.5, then find the value of the following. First printing statement is A plus B plus C. So simply the value of the variable is added there and it will print. What is the data type of this A, B and C? By default, as per the number assigned to their A, B is in int and C is in double. So first one will get 18.5. See, this is the output of this first one. Second one, A plus within double quotes space then plus BC. So A is 3, C3 is printed there, then plus B is 5 plus C is 10.5. That means after plus, if I write after double quotes open, double quote close with space, if I write anything with plus, they are concat there. First 3 is printed there, then plus double quotes open, double quote close, plus B plus C, they are concat and print. Same one, if I write in some different way, that means we are just giving B plus C within the bracket, then we'll get the different result. The value of A is 3 space B plus C will be added there. 10.5 plus 5, 15.5, and it is concatenate with the value of A. That's why we'll get 3 space 15.5. Third one, A by B into C. As per the precedence of operators, into, division, mod, all are in same precedence. But which one is occurred leftmost side in Java, which will perform first? As a teacher, what I observe, always students are doing mistakes in this portion. So mind it, into, division, mod, all are in same precedence. We have to follow left to right. Left to right means A divided by B into C. First it will perform the division. Like if I divide 3 by 5, if I divide 3 by 5, we'll get 0 point something, but both are in integer. Due to integer division, it is 0 into the value of C is 10.5, 0 into 10.5, it is 0.0. The same variables we are using, only changing the operators. C into A by B will get result 6.3. Why? Because C into A, that means 3 into 10.5. It will multiply first because into is occurred leftmost side. Then the result is divisible by B, that means by 5, and will get result 6.3. Next one, the value of x7, y3, z4, and where we going to store the result? In M. The data type of M is double. An expression is M equal to x plus y minus minus into minus minus y plus z by 5. The value of x is 7, y is 3, and it's a postfix. All you know this concept. So 7 plus 3, it's within the bracket, it is 10 into minus minus y, twice the value of y is decreased, so it's became 1. After that, plus z by 5, z is 4 by 5, both are in integer, it will return 0. So 10 will get from this part x plus y within the bracket into 1, 10 plus 0, 10. 90% student they able to do till this that, but when they will write the value of M or print M, they will write 10 there, but originally will get result 10.0 because the value of this expression is going to store in M, and M is in double data type. So that's why we'll get 10.0. Next one, with same value, expression is different, x minus minus into y by z. The value of x is 7, y is 3. So 7 into 3 will get 21 divided by 4. So we'll get 5.0. All are in integer. Here we'll get 5, but we'll get 5.0. Same value, but the expression is different here. First x divided by y minus minus into z plus y. What result we'll get? If you calculate this one, will get 10.0 because 7 by 3 will get 2 into z is 4, 8 plus an updated value of y is 2 will get 10. By typing this code in Java also you may check same value but expression is different. We are using concept of typecasting here. X minus minus into minus minus x divided by 10.0. The value of x is 7. So 7 into first postfix twice the value of x is decreased, so it's became 5. So 7 into 5, 35 by 10.0 will get 3.5, but due to typecasting it's became 3. But when we going to store it to m, the value of m it will print 3.0. Now with same value, same expression, but in previous expression we put within the bracket, and here we are just removing the bracket with same typecasting. If I write int before that x minus minus, then this typecasting will work for this x minus minus. So x already in integer, so will get, it is an integer, will get 3.5 there, and we are going to store in double data type. So we'll get 3.5. Just compare these two expression. All are same, only in first expressions we are given the bracket, here we are not giving the bracket, that's why we'll get the different value. Next, if I am talking about the mathematical functions, math.sqrt, directly if I print 100 by math.sqrt5. For your kind information, math.sqrt and math.pow both are written in double data types. So if you give 25 in math.sqrt, will get 5.0. If you divide 100 by 5.0, you will get 20.0. And very interesting factor is here, which is math.pow 16.0 comma 1 by 2. Maximum student will write here 4.0 because they will put 1 by 2 to the power of 16.0. But originally 1 by 2, 1 is a integer, 2 is a integer. Due to integer division, it's became 0. So 16.0 to the power 0. All we know, something to the power 0 means 1. So we'll get 21.0. Next, always confusions also create for this math.sil and math.floor as well. Math.sil 9.0. Most of the time I personally observed that maximum students they write there 10.0, but if 9.0, it's remain 9.0 only. Plus math.floor minus 9.1. Floor means is decreased, that means nearest lowest value we have to get, will get minus 10.0. So 9.0 plus in bracket minus 10.0 will get -1. And now we are typecasting the value of this s, so it's become integer, it is 1, but 1 by 2.0, this is mixed expression because 1 converted to integer, but 2.5 is in double. So what result we'll get? As per the precedence of data type, we'll get result in double and we'll get the fractional value, which is -0.5. This one is also interesting. See the code. Is a very popular loop we are using here, which is while loop. Simply we are going to find out the addition of the digit of a given number. Let assume that x is a number, but instead of giving the number, we are starting with 0, 1, 2, 3. Simple logic we are using here to adding the digit. So 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, what result will get? If you compile this program in your systems, without 0, if I give 1, 2, 3, will get 6, but if you give the input with 0, you will get the different result. What result you will get? This is the code and you will get 11. Now big question is arise here. If you enter 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, what result will get? Mathematically will get 6, but write down this code in your system in Java and compile it. It will work and you will get 11. What is the reason behind it? Why will get 11? Please note that if we give input in any programming language which start with 0, the number will be treated as octal number. All you know, 4 different types of numbers we are using: decimal number, binary numbers is having 2 digit, 0 and 1 only, octal number having 0 to 7, and hexadecimal number 0 to 9 and A to F. These are the digit. These 4 different number systems we are using. So why we'll get 11 there? Because if we give the input of 0, 1, 2, 3, that means if we giving input which start with 0, the number will convert to octal number, or it is treated as an octal number, but when it will produce the result, it's have to convert to the decimal number, like 0, 1, 2, 3. So how many digits are there? If 123 as an octal number, if you convert this 123 to their respective decimal number, what you will get? The procedure is 1 into 8 to the power 2 plus 2 into 8 to the power 1 plus 3 into 8 to the power 0. So 1 into 8 to the power 2, it is 64, 2 into 8 to the power 1, it is 16, plus 3 into 8 to the power 0, it is 3. So 64, 16, 3, 83. This 83 going to process through this while loop and will get 0. If you give 0, 1, 2, 3, will get 11, but if you give 1, 2, 3, will get 6. So please note that if you give input of any variable in Java which start with 0 as a numeric value, then this number is considered as octal number. Next one, double s equals to 272.5. Byte is our data type. If I typecast this byte to byte, this double, so what result will get? 272.5. This one is typecasted to byte. The value of m, naturally we know 272. So 272 plus single code B, the ASCII value of B is 66. So 272 and 66, if you add, what result will get? 272 and 66, if we add, will get 338. But if you compile the program and while you execute it, you will get the result this. See, when twice printing statement we are using here, m and k, the value of m is print here 16 and this one is 82. If the value of m is 16, 16 plus 66, it is 82, it's okay. But why the value of m is 16? Let me explain about this. S is in double. If I typecast it to byte, the byte range, the byte data type range will start from -28 to 127. Again I repeat, the data type range of byte will start from -128 and it will continue till 127. That means total capacity is 256. So if in double we have more than 256, then twice typecasting is occurred here. That means 272.5, it's in double, it's convert to whole number 272, but this 272 number byte cannot hold because the range of byte is only 256. So more than 256, whatever it is, it can store there. That means whatever we have, 272 minus 256, result is 16. Again I repeat, when we typecast it to byte, it's became 272, but m is in byte data type, unable to hold it because the range is -128 to 127, total 256. So more than 256, whatever is there, that means we have to simply minus 256. It's a very interesting one. Write down this code and whatever things comes in your mind, just change it, you will get different result. So the value of m became 16, 16 plus 66 will get 82. Now byte, the k is in integer. If I give byte, very natural things, m is in byte but char is there, but char is in character data type. As per the precedence, character is higher, so character cannot hold to byte, will get error. What error will get? Will get incompatible types, possibly lossy conversion from int to byte. Reason is there, byte is a lower precedence data type, so that's why byte is unable to hold the character. But see here, if I change it to character, k is in char, m is in byte, b also is in char. No variable is here as per the precedence which is more than char, though we'll get error here. Why? Because when we write any character with double quotes and if we add this one with any data type, it is treated as an integer, and here also you will get result as incompatible types, possibly Lucy conversion from int to byte. That means this plus within single quote B is there, this one is automatically converted to integer, and as per the precedence of the data type, char is in lower precedence and this one is in integer is in higher precedence. That's why we'll get this type of result. This is the hidden fact of Java, an interesting one. Next one, double k equal to 2.5, int s equal to 0, s equal to s plus k into 5.0. 100% will get error because s is in integer, k is in double. So double integer cannot hold double because double is in higher precedence, that's why we'll get this error. But if you write down the same code with shorthand operator, instead of writing s equal to s plus this expression, if I write s plus equal to k into 5.0, very interesting fact, will not get any error. Logically, always we used to say a equal to a plus 1 and a plus equal to 1, both executes are same, 100% they are execute same, but technically they are different. Why they are different? You are able to see here with this example. Without shorthand operator, if you write the same expression, you will get error, but if you write it with shorthand operators, will not get error. We may use this one as an example of auto type casting. When you use this shorthand operator, what happened? The value of k is 2.5 and the value of into 5.0 will get 13.75. This 13.75 is in double, and in previous code, that means in first code, s is 0, 0 plus 13.75, so it is 13.75. We want to store it to s, s is in integer, integer cannot hold double, but here if I use this shorthand operators, then it is automatically converted to int. This is the technical difference between the normally incrementations of a variable and with shorthand operators. That means if I increase a value of a variable normally, like a equal to 0, a equal to a plus 1, but if I write a plus equal to 1, both are produce same result, but technically they are different. While you using this shorthand operators, the higher data type automatically getting converted and they will store as an integer. Write down this code in your system in Java and you will get class compiled, no syntax error, but first one definitely will get this error, and for the second one will get result 13.75 it will produce, and automatically it's not an implicit type conversion. Mind it, it's not an implicit type conversion, because till now whatever we know, we never seen that integer can hold a double data type, but here it can. Why it is possible? Because automatically, again I repeat, automatically type casting is there. But when we learn about the conversion of the data type, automatically data type conversion is known as an implicit and forcefully is known as type casting. System internally forcefully convert the data from double to data type from double to integer. So we may use this one as a auto typecasting. So this is all about few hidden and important facts about Java. Definitely it will help you all to get 100 out of 100. Today only we discuss from the chapters of data types and operators, and next we are going to discuss about the output and the few hidden facts about loop and nested loop, and after that string and array as well. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Definitely you learned few new things from there. Thank you for watching.